So there's this little community of people who are using Dave and the C-Suite Advantage, and yeah, everyone's growing their businesses, and it's amazing. I guess the biggest kind of concern is not knowing what you don't know. And that's kind of what led me to contacting Dave. What do I not know? You know, like I knew the technical side of running what we were doing, video production, but yeah, just wanting to grow the business and knowing that someone like Dave just had bucket loads more experience in that than I do. Managing money and just general cash flow sort of rules to play by, and just a lot of the financial side of the business that goes into accounting stuff that you just don't know unless you're an accountant. So that was a big one. Managing staff was an important one for me. I had done that with other companies that I'd worked for before, but yeah, Dave kind of helped bring that to a new level as well. And then just, I guess, marketing and knowing what to do, what to try, and how to grow the business the right way. One of my favourite things about working with the C-Suite has been just seeing the business grow, and also just getting a great friend in Dave as well. He's so much more than a business coach. Don't dare call him a business coach. He is a business advisor, and there is a difference. One of the biggest things that I always saw with Dave is just his generosity is amazing. He just gives well beyond what anyone could reasonably expect in that sort of relationship. And that's one of the best things, I think, is that he is genuinely invested in your business. He's not reading off a sheet of paper with a checklist of things that businesses in general should do. He's there learning about your business. He's in there, like finding out what you specifically need, and kind of helping you with that specific thing. I mean, that happens so many times in over the course of the years that we were working with Dave. Sometimes it was a fire that needed putting out, and other times it was, okay, this is what we want to work on to get to that particular goal, and we work on that together. But it was, it's not a checklist. It's not a coaching program, and through all of that, Dave becomes a great friend, not just to me, but to, I know, all of his clients as well. I would and have done recommend C-Suite Advantage. I've recommended the C-Suite Advantage many times to friends and colleagues and people, just anyone who I hear asking for help with their business. I think you get so much more than a business coach with Dave. I've seen business coach style relationships before, where they're just working from a checklist of things that the business should do, and Dave's not like that. That's one of the biggest things that I tell everyone. He's not your average business coach. He will work with you specifically on what you need, and that's one of the biggest things. What's been really good is not only seeing my business grow, but also seeing results in the people who I have recommended to get in contact with Dave to see their businesses grow as well. So there's this little community of people who are using Dave and the C-Suite Advantage, and everyone's growing their businesses, and it's amazing. And there's one common thread, and that's the guy who knows so much about business, has an MBA to back it up, and is just an amazing person on top of it all. So can't recommend the C-Suite Advantage, and Dave Phillips in particular, more highly.